If you are wanting to set up a Business Pro account, here are the things that I learnt as I was setting it up. Okay, firstly, when you come to register as a business for a Business Pro account on Vinted, if you are a sole trader, and this is a major important thing, if you are a sole trader, in the section that asks you your business name, put your own personal name, because as a sole trader, your business is yourself, it's your name. If you are a limited company, then obviously you can put your company name. But as a sole trader, in the business name section, not the display name, in the business name section, put your own name. Because I made the mistake of putting Secondhand Clothes UK as the business name, and I had a nightmare trying to get verified. So I set it all up and it accepted everything. And then a couple of weeks into it, and I also sent in proof of identity, which I sent in my driver's license, and everything got accepted. And then in a couple of weeks later, I got an email saying that I'd failed the verification process, but it doesn't exactly tell you what you need to send in. So then I printed off from HMRC my registration as a sole trader. That didn't get accepted. I sent in copies from wholesalers, like invoices, that had the business name on. That didn't get accepted. I then resent like a front copy from HMRC that had my national insurance number, because that's another thing you need to put in, your national insurance number. Where it asks for the UTR, which is your tax reference number, you actually need to put in your national insurance number, not your actual tax number. I don't know why, but that's what you have to do. So eventually, after watching lots of videos on YouTube and on here actually, I realised that my business name needed to be in my personal name. So I had to go on an email message Vinted and ask them to actually change that, because once it's set up, you cannot change that yourself. So you have to ask Vinted to change that for you. So if you are initially setting up a Business Pro account, just make sure that the business name, if you are a sole trader, is your own name. So then they changed that. So then I sent in the paperwork that I'd originally sent in, and I still wasn't getting verified. And then I realised, after watching another video on YouTube, that I needed to send in my year end. So I just downloaded a copy of my year end as a PDF. When you go on the HMRC website and you've filled your year ending, you can actually download it as a PDF, and it'll come up and it'll just say copy all across it. And then, so again, I went on Vinted, I uploaded my driving licence and my year end. And within a couple of hours, I was verified. Ta-da! So it's very confusing, but you need to make sure that the business name, if you are a sole trader, I don't know how it works for limited companies, because I'm not a limited company, I'm a sole trader. The business name as a sole trader has to be your own name, because as a sole trader, it's you are the business. Okay, your business name can be anything you want, but it doesn't matter as a sole trader, because as a sole trader, when you're doing your year end, it's in your name. Okay, so you need the business name as your own name, and to pass the verification process, you need to send in a copy of your year end, and then you will get verified. And thinking about it, it's quite simple, but they didn't, when they kept sending back that I'd failed, it wasn't telling me what document I needed to upload. So it's your end of year, your tax return, that you need to upload. Also, as a Vinted Pro member, one thing you need to know is, once you have sent the item to the buyer, even if the buyer receives the item within a couple of days, Vinted will not release your money for 2 weeks. I've had so many customers message me saying I've received it, but there's not an option there to say that I've received it and everything's okay. The only option is for a fault and for me to return it. What do I do? And I said, oh, just leave it. Vinted will automatically just release it, and then you'll be able to leave feedback and everything else. So you will not receive your money for 2 weeks, which is really annoying, and it's to do with returns. So if a customer wants to return something, then they've got a 2-week period to do that. But I really think if the customer's happy with everything, they should be able to click that they're happy with everything, and then it should release your money. But that's not how they work. So if you're wanting to set up a Vinted Pro account, make sure the business name is your name, not the display name. The display name can be your business name, whatever you want to call it. But the actual business name has to be in your name. You need your national insurance number, driving license or passport, and you have to send a copy of your year end in, which you can do if you go on HMRC website and just download it. It will download it as a PDF, and then you just send it through to Vinted. So if anyone is struggling at the minute trying to get verified, that's what you need to do. If you're setting up a new Vinted Pro account, that is also what you need to do. But please just remember that you will not get your money for 2 weeks, which is quite frustrating, but it's their system and that's what it is. And yeah, I hope that helped anyone.